Shalom, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yoshai, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, salutation, I can teach all truth and sincerity. Um, it's going to be called Unspotted from the World. Um, this is 2 Peter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with a fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. And Yahweh Shai is going to have ICB and nuclear missiles burn up Babylon, which is America. This side of the world, North America, will become a desert, and nobody will inhabit this place pretty soon. And only people that are going to be delivered from that are the elect of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Of those that have Yahweh Shah on their side, they're going to be beamed up into chariots and saved from that destruction that's going to come upon the earth, upon this place called Babylon and other parts of the earth that where missiles are going to be shot at. I'm going to go to 1 Corinthians 7 verse 29. This 1 Corinthians 7 verse 29 says, "But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they have none." Because we gotta be. Our mind can't be in this world. Especially mind all our so-called relationships, because your woman is not in the truth. Especially if she's a part of this Babylonian society that promotes wickedness all the time. She's for this place. She will corrupt you into trying to turn away. So it's better if you have a wife. You can still deal, but don't be caught up in her and get lost, and then you end up, what's the word? You end up not doing the will of the Lord, But yeah, I'll read verse 30. It says, "And they that weep, as though they weep not; they that rejoice, as though they rejoice not; they that buy, though they possess not; they that use this world, as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world is passed away." So, like Micah 2:10 say, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." This place is going to be destroyed, because this place will pollute your mind. This place will pollute you mentally and spiritually. It will destroy you, because this place is all it promotes is wickedness, wicked ways, abominable eating, filthy. The air is filthy, the water's contaminated, the food is contaminated. It's not real food. The women are defiled, the men are defiled, the animals are defiled. Everything here is all just messed up. And it has to be cleansed with fire. It has to be purified with fire. Like the first annihilation of mankind came by water. This time, the second annihilation of the second judgment, the second death to come, will be by fire, and it will obliterate this place, which is America, which is Babylon, turn into a desert. And those that get delivered will be the elect, will be the elect of the nation of Israel, the elect of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, the first fruits, the elect and the 1/3, the first fruits. You know, those that they're gonna be delivered, while those the 2/3 and the heathen are gonna perish and be a part of that fire and become part of this land in the worst way, you know, because you're gonna feel that fire. It's not gonna be a quick death. It's gonna be um, a long period of pain, because the Most High, he's outside of time. He can make your 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 demise last 1,000 times, and you'll remember that right when you come back, you know, because when you get those new bodies, everything that's happened to us, we're gonna remember, you know. But anyway, this is 1 Peter 2:11. It says, "Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul, having your conversation honest amongst the Gentiles, that whereas they speak against you as evildoers, they may by your good works which they shall behold glorify God in the day of visitation." You know, we gotta abstain from, you know, fleshly lusts of this world, wicked um wicked thoughts, you know, wicked ways of this world, which, you know, demons will try to get you to go off, to go off against the word of the Lord and do some abominable acts that what's the word, could tarnish your, you know, reputation with the Lord. You know, we gotta you know, mentally, spiritually be strong in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, and you know, have more faith and trust in the Lord, and get more into the scriptures, because if you read the scriptures more and you're trying to be more in the spirit, anything that comes to mind that's wicked, you can combat with the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, and you know, if you're dealing with something that's messing with your soul, like you dealing with bad thoughts or wicked thoughts, and you don't know what to turn to the Lord, and also fast, and that demon will go away. I'm gonna go to 1 John 2. Oh, Salahi. 1 John 2:15. It says, 1 John 2:15, it says, "Love not the world, neither things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." Because we're not supposed to love this world, because this world doesn't love us. Because they knew who they really was talking to or dealing with or was amongst, they would act accordingly. But since we're not of this world hates us. This verse 16, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world." Because wickedness is in this world, and everything here is you know, like I said, like I understand wickedness in this world, and that's being promoted. And on verse 17 it says, "And the world passed away in the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever." So, if you love this world, you're not of the Father. You're of this world, which this world is wicked. It's not of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Because if it was of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, the ways of the scriptures would be promoted, and people who do wickedness would be tried. But they uplift, wicked people, and they what's the word? They tarnish people who are trying to be righteous or trying to live a righteous way. They give them hell, while they give the people who are doing wickedness, they give them, they uplift them, they fund their wickedness, and think this okay, which is totally, against the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. I'll go to 1 Corinthians 11 at verse 31. This 1 Corinthians 11 verse 31, it says, "For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world." So we, we're still first and foremost judge ourselves. We so-called will not be judged. Like if we're doing wickedness and we try to tell somebody the same thing, but we're doing the same thing, that's being a hypocrite. But if we're not doing that wickedness, we're trying to abstain from to our best of our ability, to the best of our ability, do what's right in the eyes of the Lord. When we cast judgment or upon another, we're not going to be condemned, as if we were doing the same thing as that individual, Anyway, I'm going to end it right here. I'm going to say all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone. In such haste you I can teach all truths sincerely, inshallah.